introduce our first speaker from Estonian Land Board, Ivo Sibul, and he will talk about Estonian 3D Geology web application, a new tool for subsurface spatial planning. And I'm reminding you that you can ask your questions using Slido app. And the link is on your badges on the opposite side. Welcome, Ivo.
Thank you. I hope you enjoy the break and you are now very ready to dive into the ground. So I have made this presentation with my colleague Andres, who is a worker in the Department of Geoinformatics. I'm working in the Department of Geology in the Land Board, dealing with geological data. And Andres is putting this data available in the web app. Maybe some more words about the Estonian Land Board. It's a government agency with about 300 people dealing with all kinds of activities like topographic mapping, cadastral information, address data, and as well geology and geoinformatics. So the outline of today's presentation is like this. I'm going to the background. What is Land Board's Geo 3D strategy? What is the current status right now, and where are we moving with this? And then what triggered the geological activities? Why do we need geology in 3D and in Geo 3D? And then I go to the app presentation. I show some layers and functionalities we are having right now, and I show a little demo. And then we see some future ideas, because at the moment the 3D app is actually in the prototype stage, and we have a lot more ideas what to do with it, like these 4D. Perhaps we can add time slicing functions, new layers. Augmented reality is also one keyword here. And let's move forward. This is the outline of the Geo 3D strategy in the Land Board. During the couple of years from now, we are moving to the three-dimensional data acquisition, storage, and delivery, including a new aerophoto camera, laser scanner for our plane, and as well new software and hardware capabilities. So last year, business analysis was accomplished in the Land Board with the help of AlphaGS and Ernst & Young Baltic. We have quite a long document, more than 200 pages, available also in our GeoPortal. Just a couple of pages in English, but you are welcome to read it if you like. And according to this analysis, Land Board might become a 3D competence center in Estonia, as well as a data stack where different data comes into the Land Board from Land Board itself and partners, and we convert and fuse it into coherent structure and store with our IT support Kemit. And then we can go to the publication with 2D and 3D new services, because at the moment we are only 2D services, but we need 3D, and this strategy is talking about it. And the overall aims are, we need better topographic and other data. We know we are needing more sophisticated planning decisions, and of course environmental analysis and crisis management also needs some advancements. And why geology in this Geo 3D platform? And when we think about geology, we always know that we have ground and we have depth. So it is essentially a three-dimensional realm, and we have Z coordinates as well. Just for a reminder, where is geology important? We need houses, we need constructions, we need infrastructure, we need minerals, for example, for Rail Baltic, we need groundwater. And in Latvia, you all know about ancient culls, gas storage, the importance of it. In Estonia, we ever more speak about energy, geothermal energy, and geotourism is also rising potential. In Estonia, for example, we have meteor craters, we have a famous Baltic lint, we have great old mines we can expose in 3D. So this business analysis indicates that both the above ground and underground should be incorporated into 3D. Let's take a look at this picture on the right. It's just an overview how this geological data and non-geological input could be integrated. If we make a new survey, for example, we make a data extraction from the host database, geological LiDAR data, utilities data, we go to the field, collect new data, well logs, geophysics data, we process the data, get new data and models, and we take these into the host database after validation, of course. So the basic setup about this web application, it's based on Esri ArcGIS online web scene platform. We have different data layers, like extruded points. These are borehole data. We have polygons also extruded, geotechnical study sites, meshes, multi-patches, WMS, geological maps, for example. These we get from the WMS. And actually, 3 years ago, we have published this above ground 3D app, 3d.maamet.ee. Now this Geology is the second 3D app on the Estonian land board. We have taken these space maps we use in the other web app, shaded relief and others. And we have some these universal basic tools like analysis, measuring distances, areas, slicing, profiling. So these are the layers currently displayed in the web app of Geology. We have buildings at this type of level, LOD2, with these roofs. Like here, you can see we have boreholes with some water level data and probing data, like here. It's an Estonian, but we just have to believe that this is data of a probe, and this is water level data and date. And we have these 3 terrain models. The first one derives from LiDAR data, present-day relief. Under this, we have this bedrock relief, and the lowest is basement relief. And subsurface successions, Ordovician, Cambrian, and so on, just on the system level. And geotechnical study sites, if we add them, this is the polygon here is extruded downwards, down to 8 meters. So it's something LOD1 level. And some VMS layers as well. Now, before I go to the demo, actually, we have a nice meteorite crater in Hiiumaa Island. And if you look at the 2-dimensional map, actually, you can't see very much because it's buried under the youngest sediments, Quaternary and Paleozoic sediments. But what happened? It would be nice to display it in 3D or even 4D. Actually, 455 million years ago, a meteorite about half a kilometer in size just struck Hiiumaa Island, actually the Baltic paleocontinent that was drifting in the southern hemisphere, somewhere near Australia. And then this meteor crater, about 4 kilometers in diameter, was formed. And actually, it's visible in the crystalline basement. If you look at the present-day relief, it's filled up with younger sediments. but would be very great to show it in 4D in the web app. How was it formed? So here is an example of the 3D app. We have this is a borehole cylinder extruded downwards, and the red one is a bore well with some water consumption data. And now we have this, we add some layers. We have a probing layer and groundwater level layer. And when we take a closer look, we can see that in some bore wells we can have multiple water levels from different periods. And then we can have a closer look. We have attribute data as well. When we zoom in to a specific borehole, we can just click on the borehole, and we have this depth data. We can analyze and show. And when we go to the probing data, we see the grain size parameters that were taken from this borehole. And also there are provided links and other data to the external databases. And perhaps here are the links. You can just click on them and go to the, for example, core photos and so on. And just one more example here. We have this geotechnical data extruded downwards. And actually, in two-dimensional web map, we see this just as a plain polygon. But here we can glimpse how deep was the survey done, 8 meters in this. And perhaps next layer as well, we add this building information. And we have take these layers and buildings loaded too, and we can see buildings. Because I must stress that these buildings we can see above the ground and underground are strictly and very connected in some points. So let's just move forward to the future ideas. This is a picture we can see in the web app at the moment. We have this basic layers, ordovation, Cambria, and so on. But we want to go into more details. We have more specific formations. Then we can just get more specific information. We can add some probing data, more data, even real-time sensors perhaps. And then we can move to synthetic boreholes and cross-sections. If we plan a new borehole or borewell, perhaps this is a good location. Or if we know this exact layering, we can perhaps see that this location is even better because of the better groundwater yield or other properties. And we have 3D model. We can make some volume calculations, for example, for mineral resources. So, but one thing, the business analysis also turned out that we can put multiple views in one web app, and, for example, two-dimensional view in here and 3D, and some geological cross-sections and information as well. So, and these could be used smoothly. You can switch from 2D to 3D and back forward and so on. And if we have this 4D, we can add some time slider, and so the app would be even nicer with this. And if we have augmented reality support, we have mobile phone, we go to the Baltic Clint, take out our mobile and turn it towards the Clint and see some layers information as well. So, conclusions about this web application. I'm convinced that 3D opens totally new horizons for subsurface spatial analysis. For example, we can get cross-sections, synthetic boreholes from any places we want. And both the above ground and underground layers should be published in one application. At the moment, we have these two different types of web apps. One is above ground and the other is geology. But in one time, maybe they could be merged together. And actually, this is a soil map currently visible in two-dimensional web application. For some workflows, maybe it could be preserved in 2D, but maybe it is reasonable to go into 3D with it as well. And 3D paves the way for four-dimensional applications and augmented reality. Here, if we have a time slider, we can show how the river is, perhaps water level is rising and affecting these houses. Or if we know that these are clays, and we can have some landslide in the future, and this can affect the buildings here. And this is also, you have already seen, a Baltic link with augmented reality applications. So, as a final slide, and paraphrasing Antoine de Saint-Exupéry, actually at the moment we are just in the beginning. We have the foundation for the 3D application, but we already see that what kind of layers we need to build up there. So we have some vision how should it look like in the future. So thank you all for listening. That's all.
Thank you, Ivo. So you're welcome to post questions in Slido, and meanwhile I have some from my side. And when you was talking about these applications and all the data and analysis, maybe you can tell me what was the most interesting finding doing that when you went underground?
You mean 2D or 3D? I have dealt with...
I believe 3D you can understand better and see better.
Yeah, but I'm a geologist. I'm always thinking in 3D. So for me, this is just a normal way to go on, because I have an imagination always. I think about three-dimensional geological layers. So for me, this four-dimensional functionality is actually the most intriguing one, because this is actually already possible in ArcGIS as well. Okay,
then I would like to continue my question and ask about what you had, like one is for internal use of Estonian land board, all these data and all these applications. But when you go public, who are the end users of these data? And is it public sector? Is it private sector?
I guess both. It could be a useful tool for governmental agencies, for local authorities, for private sector as well, because I mentioned this crisis management, for example. If we have this kind of real-time sensor monitoring system, it could be a early warning system for some kind of local disasters and so on. It could be used in many cases. And for mineral resources extraction, it's also useful. Many companies do this mineral research. It would be great if they can see just online, take a small cube out of some mineral resource and make some modeling even in online. That's the first place.
I see, thank you. And I have a question also in Slido. The question is, has the government taken into consideration private companies that already generate such 3D information? If yes, then how are these companies taking part in this Geo 3D?
At the moment, we are just playing ourselves with this 3D, but one idea is that I mentioned this land board will become a competence center, and it hopefully the private companies will give input their 3D models to the land board. At least we can just show them in the general application that something has been done in 3D already, just giving links and to the other models. But if possible, also this could be integrated into the general model.
But till now you don't cooperate.
At the moment we are collecting data and ideas, yes. But we are thinking about this larger cooperation.
Okay, thank you, Ivo.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.